What's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurai, and here's a special little video for you guys. So I actually got tagged in this trend video thing by that Mad Bren. It actually had started with Hoodlums Crafty, who made this whole like trend thing. So it's basically a you make your own Pokemon team. So it could be based on, you know, like nostalgia or competitive or anything really. So that Mad Brain tagged me in it. I think he also tagged Kingdra as well. I'm gonna say who I'm gonna tag like at the end though. So yeah, but there are like 3 questions that you had that you had to like answer. So if I remember correctly, I believe that the first question was like what like how many Pokemon would you have? And I have a team of 6 actually, because you know that's the standard team of 6 that everyone uses and stuff. So yeah, I actually based mine off of, it was actually more off of nostalgia than anything. So yeah, of course my profile pic with the samurai doesn't actually count as my as one of the Pokemon that I chose for my team, but let's actually get into it. So the first one, well actually technically Flygon is my 6th one. Well, okay, well I guess there's really no order, but for the first one that are out of my 6, I chose Flygon. So Flygon is a very good competitive mon. However, it hasn't been, well, what's the word? It hasn't been rewarded with having, you know, a mega evolution, you know, because, you know, having a mega evolution would have been really nice for Flygon, but Flygon kind of has like a special place for me because the first time I actually used Flygon was in Pokemon Coliseum. If you guys know that game, then congratulations, you're old. But Flygon was one of the Pokemon I used in my Coliseum team. I believe that my team was like, I think it was Espeon, Umbreon. I think I had Typhlosion. No, I think it was actually Meganium. It was like Meganium or Typhlosion. Then it was, I think I had Suicune. No, I think it was Raikou that I had. It was like Raikou, and then Quagsire. I'm actually recalling like the first time like I actually had the game and had Flygon. But the most recent one I can remember, I mean the most recent team I could remember was like Altaria. Actually no. You know what? Forget that. But basically I used Flygon in Coliseum and it was fun. It's definitely a really good Pokemon design-wise as well, so that's another reason why I really liked it. So yeah, basically again, it's just like Flygon is just one of those Pokemon that you just have to like because it just looks so good. It has such a unique design, and unfortunately, again, it's one of those dragons from 3rd gen that didn't get a Mega Evolution, which personally I feel Flygon just kind of like, you know, got thrown under the bus, you know, didn't get that love that it deserved. So hopefully it gets it in Gen 6, in Gen 7. That would be kind of nice, but it probably won't happen. But anyways, that's pretty much why I chose Flygon, mainly for nostalgia reason. I also used it, I think I used it also in Black and White too as well. Since you know in that game you could get like a whole bunch of Pokemon, more than you could get in Black and White. That's why I prefer Black and White 2 over Black and White. Even though Black and White was also still a good game, but Black and White 2 was just overall superior to it. But yeah, so that's why I chose Flygon. Now the next mon I chose for my team was Gallade. So it was actually Gallade was kind of like I mean, Gallade, I chose Gallade because, one, it's a cool Pokemon, and also I really like the Rolts line. The Rolts line is just like amazing with with Gardevoir and Curlia and stuff, and then Gallade being the male counterpart that you could get in the Gen 4 games. So that's also, and also its design is just so slick as well. Having those swords and stuff as arms and stuff, stuff like that. It has like that gladiator like helmet thing. That's just really like sick. And I used to like, and also I think it was like in the 4th grade or in the 5th grade, I used to like draw pictures of Gallade on my notebook, and they looked kind of weird though, but I always just love doing that. Like, Gallade is definitely one of those Pokemon that I just hold dear to my heart. So yeah, and also it's a very good competitive mon as well. Not only being competitive by itself, but also pretty good with the Mega Evolutionist. But also very good with the with this Mega as well. That's also another reason why I love Mega Gallade. It didn't make it on this list though, because another Mega actually takes its place, but I'm not gonna say what that Mega is. But I think the first time I actually used Gallade though was, I think it was in Platinum. I don't think I beat like the Elite Four with it though, but I do remember using it though, at some point. So, but it was still fun though, cause again, Gallade was just that mon that was dear to me. Medicham was also close as well. It was also, I was thinking about adding Medicham to this list as well, but it kind of got like, I like Medicham a little less than I like. No, let's actually think about this. I like Medicham a lot, but Gallade just stole my heart. That's basically what happened. So yeah, so that's why Gallade fits in my team. So now we're gonna move on to my third mon, which was Ampharos. So just like Gallade, just like Flygon, Ampharos was also another Pokemon I used in Colosseum, and also in Heart Gold and Soul Silver as well, and in Black and White too. Ampharos was just that Pokemon that just always like shined to me, being a really good, pretty bulky electric type as well, and just having a really unique design as well. Also, its Mega Evolution sick as well. Actually, it's a little bit of a mini spoiler, but 4 of the mons that I have on my team are actually Megas. So yeah, you could probably guess. No, you're not gonna guess what the next one is. You're never gonna guess what the next one is. But I liked its design, and again, it was just that mon that just held a special place in my heart. It's just one of those Pokemon that you could just never forget, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why I chose Ampharos. It's just a nostalgia thing. That's why I chose it. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next mon that I had, which was Gyarados. So Gyarados is kind of interesting. So I actually used Gyarados a couple times during like regular playthroughs that I had in the past. I think I used the red Gyarados before. I think. I'm probably wrong though. I don't think. No, have I used the red Gyarados? No, I don't think I've ever used the red Gyarados. But Gyarados in general was actually a part of the original team I had when I was battling Cynthia in Pokemon Pearl back in like 2009, 2010. I think it was 2009 actually that I had that team. Because on the team, funny enough, Medicham was on it as well. It was Infernape, Staraptor, Gyarados, Luxray, Medicham, and wait, hold up, did I say, wait, okay, hold up, so it was Staraptor, Gyarados, Medicham, wait, I'm sorry, I'm blanking out, Gyarados, Staraptor, Infernape, Medicham, Luxray, and Staraptor. So that was the OG team I had then. It was a really solid team. Medicham was again like I said before, was going to be on this list because of that reason as well, but didn't cut it. So yeah, Gyarados though is a very good competitive mon. Also has a Mega Evolution, so now you know 3 mons that already have that 3 mons on my team that are Megas or could have been Megas. But also Gyarados has a really slick design as well. Overall, but its pre-evolution Magikarp is very underwhelming. But once you get it up, it's great. But once you get it to a Gyarados, it's just amazing, and Gyarados just puts in so much work. That's also why I love Gyarados so much. It's that Pokemon that could just come in and just do the work. That's all it does. It just comes in, does work. Like it's really just an amazing water type, and definitely one of my favorites. So that's why I earned a spot on this team, because of nostalgia and because it's such a powerful water type. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to my 5th Pokemon, which was Infernape. So Infernape fits on this list because 1, it's freaking awesome. That's why it fits on this list for that reason. It's just an awesome fire type. Everyone knows that, especially what happened in the Sinnoh League when Infernape was putting in that work against that Electivire. Infernape was powerful, man. Ash's Infernape was so great. During the Sinnoh League, it was amazing. With that fight against Paul, definitely one of the best fights then. It was just such a good battle. Sadly, it doesn't really compare in terms of animation. It doesn't compare to the greatness of X, Y, and Z. But in terms of like story and everything like that, and also how they had paced the battles and stuff, it was an amazing battle. But Infernape fits on this list also because of nostalgia reasons, because it was, like I mentioned with Gyarados, was on the team that I used to beat Cynthia and on my Pokemon Pearl team. So yeah, I don't remember the name I had for it though, but it was definitely a powerhouse that I had. And it's still a powerhouse. Infernape is still a powerhouse. It's still a very good competitive mon as well. Being one of the best mons in a competitive, in the UU tier, since that is where it resides. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Infernape. It's just nostalgia, and it's just such a strong fire type, and I needed a fire type anyway on this team, so that's also why I wanted to use Infernape. So this was my 5th mon, and now we're gonna move on to my last mon, which is Mega Mawile. So I could have said Mawile, but you know what? Mega Mawile is just cooler. When Mega Mawile was introduced in X and Y back in 2013, it was one of those. It was the Mega that I wanted to use the most, actually, even more than I think Mega Lucario. I really wanted to use Mega Mawile. This design just looks so slick. It's just such a powerhouse. It puts in so much work with that huge power. Mawile got such a huge buff from that Mega Evolution that it's in Ubers. That's just how great Mega Mawile was. And I hope that once Sun and Moon comes out, I hope that Mega Mawile just stays around for OU and stuff, because I can't wait to use this guy again, because Mega Mawile was just awesome, and just such a really good mon. I believe that the first set I actually used, Mega Mawile was the first competitive mon I think I actually made for a team, or on a team. I don't remember the exact team though. I think it was Mawile. I think it was Mega Mawile, T-Tar. I think I had a Reuniqueless. Don't remember the other mons though. Sorry about that. The recording I cut off earlier. So basically, I was hyping up Mega Mawile, saying how it was one of the best megas that came out of X and Y. That came out of Gen 6. So yeah, that's basically why it earned a spot on this team, because it's a powerhouse, and it was one of my favorite megas when it was introduced. Design-wise and competitively. But yeah, I don't remember the exact team that I had used when I first, got into competitive by using Mega Mawile, since that was my first competitive team. I'm trying to remember. I think Slowking was on it. I think. Wait, no, it was Reuniqueless. Wait, so Mega Mawile, T-Tar, Reuniqueless. I think I had a water type. I think it was Mantine, actually. Yeah, I was running some weird stuff then. I didn't really have an idea of what I was doing then. Yeah, I think Mantine was on it. I think I had a ghost type. I think. Yeah, I don't remember the team that well. So yeah, but it was definitely a fun time when Mega Mawile was around and just doing stuff. So yeah, that's my whole team. Basically, all of them are mainly nostalgia. So now the next question is, what is your trainer class? So for my trainer class, it was actually kind of weird. So I feel like I'm an ace trainer and I'm also an artist trainer. So I decided to combine the two of them and go with this, an artist ace trainer, or an ace trainer artist. I think I like that better, an ace trainer artist. I mean, no, artist ace trainer sounds cooler. Yeah, you know what? Let's just stick with that. I'm an artist ace trainer because, as you guys know, I love to draw. I love Pokemon. I'm very competitive when it comes to Pokemon. Even though I'm not the best, competitive battler out there, definitely not. Definitely not the best competitive battler out there. But I at least try my best, and I still love the game. So yeah, so I'm actually gonna tag Brad Mew and who else has a channel? Shoot, I can't think of who else has a channel. I'll just tag Brad Mew. So yeah. So let me know what you guys thought about my list. If you guys thought it was a pretty cool list, or you thought it was a crappy list and that terrible description. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this little video. It's actually probably about 20 minutes now. So sorry about this being a very long video, even though it shouldn't have been. But take care, and I will see you in another video.